Hello, this is the Jayman Show on WBCA 102.9 FM, Boston's local community radio station. I'm your host, Jaiye Bynoe, and my guest today is Uptown Brown, Tyree Brown, the man with the master plan. Hey, Tyree, good to see you today. How you doing?
I'm doing well, thank you. How are you today?
I'm doing wonderful. Enjoying the nice weather. Nice hot weather. Going to the beach. Just chilled. Just enjoying it. It's been great. Hope it stays this way for a long time. So.
Oh yeah, I know we have a heat wave for the next 3 days, I think.
Oh,
They said there'll be one tomorrow and Friday as well.
Oh, that sounds good.
And Thursday.
Oh yeah, it's better. It's better than the snow. So I'm gonna try. So once it gets cool, I might try. I might try hit on south. So absolutely, yeah. Okay, so can you tell me a little bit about your show, Uptown Brown, and what you've done since being in?
Well, I started going uptown ever since 2018. I first started off as a radio show, and then I turned into the TV show like a few months later.
Ah.
So pretty much my show is my way of giving back. I was in a place in a time where I needed help and I needed the right direction. I needed the right resources to get me back on my feet. So I was like, I got the help to get on my feet. And then I know a lot of friends and people in the community that does that type of work to help others get on their feet. But sometimes people are scared to ask for the help. So, they watch me and because I know what people need and what people want. I bring my guest on the show to explain what they do to help people in those type of situations.
Oh.
And then another thing I learned too, like when I first started going to community meetings, is to meet people, get their business cards, make contact with them. And then I've been doing that ever since 2013. So I've been meeting and knowing a lot of people in this community.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, that's wonderful because it's important to network, so, meet people, get business cards, try and make things happen for yourself, as well as have a college education. That's very important, to start your business. So I definitely agree, Yes. Right. Yeah. So besides your show, have you been, I know this last time you spoke, you said that you work with some stars like New Edition, Bobby Brown in the business, right? You work with some stars.
I never worked with no Bobby Brown before.
Oh, you did? Okay, but New Edition, right? And
No. Oh. I never worked with any of nobody in Boston like that before.
Oh.
Only famous person I really met was like Muhammad Ali, Khalid Muhammad, Dick Gregory. Mm-hmm. I didn't really do no work with them. I talked and met with them. The only person I probably did work like that with was Khalid Muhammad when we protested Howard back in 1994, 95 when I was attending. And we was trying to fight to get to keep the School of Fine Arts open. And he taught us like some strategy, the group that I was involved in, some strategy to try to, confront those issues.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. That's good to hear. So have you ever met anybody famous like styles like political styles or any music styles or?
Well, I met like Redman, Method Man, Biggie Smalls, Eric Sermon, Parrot Smith one time. I remember one time when I first met Parrot Smith, I was at Howard University, and then we had like one of our festivals, and he had a long line of people in front waiting to get his autograph. Me, I never like to wait in line, so I just jumped to the front and like, yo, can I get my autograph? And then the lady that was that I cut, she's like, oh, he just cut me into all this stuff, and he signed the autograph, and I still have it to this day. He's like, to Tyree, get yours all the time. I'm like, you're my man. And I also met Keith Murray. Me and Keith Murray have some history talking about Howard University. His first album, I guess the most beautifulest thing in the world, he was talking about effing Boston, I take it there, talking mad stuff about Boston. And I was so happy being Howard. I'm from Boston. a Boston City boy like me going to Howard. So I was so happy. I used to represent Boston all the time. And then I guess during the reason why he made that, because he had some altercation with Almighty RSO, Made Men, back in those days. But I confronted him when I saw him during the homecoming on the yard. And I had my Boston Bruins shirt on. This is an amazing story at the time. I'm like, yo, Keith, man, what's going on with you in Boston? You know, I'm from there. You know, I used to like you until I heard that part, even though it was at the introduction of his album, but I used to hear like the most beautifulest thing in the world, you know, his radio songs before his main album come on, but I heard that part. Mm-hmm. So I was like, you know, I used to like you before I heard your album, and I heard the part where you put Boston out there. He's like, nah, man, I don't have no beef with Boston. I just have beef with those dudes and stuff like that. He's like, yo, I'm gonna clear it up on my next album. And he asked me and my boys if we was gonna go to his concert that night. I'm like, nah, man, I don't even like you no more. Oh. So, turn it back. Fast forward about 5-6 years later, I guess he made a surprise visit at the Dublin House. And that was my hangout at the time. Mm-hmm. So that was, you know, that was in Boston and Dorchester. So, you know, he was there, he was performing and stuff like that. I approached him. I'm like, you remember me from DC and all that stuff? He's like, yeah, you the man at Howard. Da, 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 da. And then, you know, he started performing and he had his hit song, This Is How We Do It, right? So he called me and my boy up in the audience to come hang out with him over on the stage. And then he gave us some props and stuff like that. But that's the only real altercation I had with a famous person.
Oh, I see. Wow. I see. Wow, that's a good story to hear, you know. I mean, glad you got to meet Keith Murray and have your drink on tree, you know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So what are your plans for your show? I mean, is it back on now since COVID's over? Are you going to be back being in now?
So yes, my show I've been recording for the last month on WBCA. Mm-hmm. I'm on every Monday night, still at 8 p.m. And I'm going to start coming back on being in live every Friday, first Friday of the month at 4 p.m.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, that sounds good. Okay, yeah. And do you have any special guests coming on the show?
Well, next week on my radio show, I'm going to have Miss Tara Register on there. So we're going to talk about her organization that's helped people that's having problems with with parenting classes and stuff like that. Because my job right now, I also work with families at the Demick Center. So I'm pretty much a family service worker with the kids and the Foundation for Learning. And I work with the parents too. So a lot of people been calling my offices asking for parenting classes. So I'm going to have Miss Tower on my show to talk about parenting classes and her program, as well as the great testimonies that she do on the Facebook. And she do some positive testimonies on there as well.
Yeah, that sounds good. Can't wait to see the episode. Wow. So how did the pandemic affect you? You know, being shut down. How did COVID affect you in your show?
So with the pandemic, I try to do the shows, but I don't like the Zooms and the StreamYards. I'm not this type of person. Yeah. I'm like more face-to-face contact. You know, I want to be personal. You know, this is not really personal. So it's kind of was hard for me to adjust to it. And I try to do a couple of StreamYards on YouTube, but I try to get too controversial. So all my episodes were flagged, so I couldn't even get them up there. So I'm just like, you know what? I just wait for the studio to come back, and I'm thinking of new ways to make myself better. And then another thing during this time, I really got involved with editing. So, you know, I make my own videos now. You know, I take video clips of whatever, and I just make like a highlight films, or, you know, I like doing that type of stuff. I love my editing. So I'm really into that. So I'm more working on trying to be behind the scenes, but I love being in front of the scene. But I love my behind the scenes stuff too.
Well, that's wonderful because I've learned how to do some editing myself. You know, make my own podcast shows. So during this time, so yeah, so that's yeah. So, and are you also into acting? Are you? Because I know from some movies in Boston. So, are you signed up for Boston casting?
Yeah, I want to try out for Boston casting, but right now I'm really focusing on my own projects. right now, since the studio's open, I could probably use, have the opportunity to use it. I want to try to start making skits and start doing like little comedy productions and then putting them on the air. And I also want to get a variety show going because, there's so many people, so many talented people in Boston. I just want to make a good highlight show and then put everybody all together and have like a variety show with little comedy skits and stuff in between. So that's the type of stuff I really want to do when it comes to acting.
Absolutely, because I'm the same way too. Trying to find some people, give them a break and put on my show because we all need to see these people because it's amazing. So that's good, So if you find some people that come on the show, let them shine. That's what it's about. Helping each other, helping each other. So yeah, gotta do that. Yeah. Wow. So where do you see yourself, years from now, down the line?
So down the line, I see myself really being more of a producer. I may just lean back on the scene. I may write a little script and then like try to have some people on my team step up to the plate to have their own shows. So I want to be more behind the scenes guy and occasionally make appearances, but I really want to focus on doing skits and really getting some productions out there like that.
Yeah, I definitely understand. I feel the same way. Yeah. So would you maybe consider running for president of the United States someday? If you're down the line.
I wish I could, but the way this idiot's in the office right now, he just letting anybody. It's going to be crazy in a few years. So it's going to be a tough job to run for president. Mm-hmm. But who knows? You may see me down running for city council at one time.
Yeah, I think because I know you make a great city council, a great president. So because you money you suck. So you definitely got my full body, man. So I'm there with you. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So my question is, how did the George Floyd incident affect you? I mean, everything happened to George Floyd, some racism thing. How did that affect you? I mean, where this world is so corrupt and crazy. How does it affect you as a black African man?
As a black man, it's just like, what? Is this the same old that we've been going through ever since I've been growing up in the 90s? Cops assaulting us, beating us up. And then back then we didn't have cameras, and this one was caught on tape. And then, I'm glad the verdict happened the way it did. The people spoke up during the protest, but some of the protest things I did not agree with, but I'm glad the people spoke up and, George Floyd's death was vindicated. So,
yeah, that is definitely true. So, what do you think we could do to make some changes so that this doesn't happen again?
What changes is we just really have to hold these cops accountable if they really do something. If we have evidence right there to show that cops is hurting black men and beating up black men, that's the problem. But there's a bigger issue that we are dealing with. I mean, I don't really want to go into it on your show because, that's the reason why I got flagged on YouTube. But it's much more than George Floyd that's going on with America and us black men. So
I guess that's true, yeah, because what you're saying is true, yeah. So what do I like to do for fun and travel when you're not from Uptown? What do you like to do for fun?
Oh shoot, I like going out. When I have a chance, when I'm not too busy, I just like going out, just partying with friends and family. I'm more of a laid back guy now than I used to be. I used to really wild out, but I'm just more like relaxing with family and friends. But I like to go out of town. I like to go to Vegas. Shoot, I'm a gambler sometimes, I admit, but I mean, I like to just really hang out with family and friends now. My going out all over the place days are over. I'm not as young as I used to be.
And I'm staying here, because I'm 42 now, so I know we can out there,
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. So what inspires you? What gives you inspiration and creativity?
Oh, I just wake up and ask the Lord to lead me in to an idea, and then I would just take my idea and I would just go. It just comes to me. It just comes to me, and especially when it comes to editing now, I eye for things. Like if I see something, emotion or whatever, I pick it up. So it's just like my eye for things. And then when I'm on the radio show or the TV show, it's just my feel for the person that I'm with. I just have to feel the vibe with the people. That's why I like the interpersonal stuff. So it's nothing descriptive, just what God gave me.
I guess that's very true. Yeah. So what advice can you give people that want to be the next Uptown Brown or want to be a TV host or producer? What advice can you give them?
I would tell them just to keep your dreams. I mean, work hard for your dreams. Sometimes it will get hard. Us, knowing a producer, us as a producer, sometimes we have people scheduled to come and then things happen. Then we have to cancel shows and stuff like that, and then mix around and try to do stuff. That stuff happens. Just don't give up. Just keep on going. Keep your focus in front of you and just keep on going for it. I mean, just don't give up. And just be yourself. That's the main thing. Just be yourself. Don't fake around for nobody. Like right now, I'm not a big fan of the Breakfast Club. I don't like what Charlamagne's doing and what they're talking about on that show. So I try to do the opposite. I try to be real. I try to help people. This is what media is about. We should be helping people and help people escalate instead of demasculate. Let me stop.
No, keep going. No, keep going. People want to hear.
Yeah, like demasculate. Like Breakfast Club, like they do the type of stuff that I so-called want to do. And you too, because you like to highlight entertainers. And like the way you do it, right? You don't try to demean them and then try to embarrass them and try to force an agenda on them.
No.
Like if you look at Breakfast Club videos recently, you can see what they are doing to black men, especially the black entertainers. They throwing molded butt stuff at them and then, giving them as a gift. That's not funny. And then I saw one video where they encourage a young rap group that has a lady performing with them to like try to have individual sex. I'm like, come on, this is not something our young men need to see or hear. This is ridiculous.
Yes.
And this is and they get away with that stuff. But if we speak the truth about what's really going on, that's when we get censored. I don't get it. So that's what I'm saying. I'm just real with myself. I'm real with the people I'm talking to that's in my audience. And I just care for the best for them. And I just don't want to lead them astray.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel, because I definitely agree, because it's like if we say something that's true, they try to shut us down, like and say, yeah, because of that. But for white though, it's like they get more attention. So I definitely agree, and that's what I'm upset because I feel that we should have a say too, not shut down. As soon as we say the truth, But then again, some of white guys like, hey, come on, So yes, I definitely agree with you, Jay. That's not right at all.
That's right. That's right.
I couldn't say better. I couldn't say better myself. I agree. Yeah. So So do you plan to move to California out west or Florida?
Well, I need to go to California because my aunt's out there. She's a comedian. Her name is Jaiye Bynoe. She's a comedian, actress, and she's doing a thing out there. And I really want to go out there and hang out with her. And I probably want to try to do an improv comedy. Who knows? Who knows where it could go? So.
Yeah, that's awesome. She should come on my show. Yeah, that'd be great.
Oh yeah, she's been on my show several times.
Okay.
On my radio show. Every time she comes in town, if the studio's open, I'll get her on there.
Oh, okay, cool. We also have to get on my show too. I love that on my show as well.
Oh, I'll let you know next time she's in town.
Oh, cool. It sounds awesome. Yeah. I mean, would you consider moving up there? Because so one wanted to be here in Boston and it's already, so
Well, to tell you the truth, where I really want to move to right now, I want to move somewhere down south, try to get some land and just relax.
Yeah.
So try to cultivate my own food, buy some little chickens or something like that. That's what I really want to do now because this stuff is going crazy up in the town, up here. So I just want to live a peaceful life.
Oh, yeah, I couldn't say but better
I
myself.
would love, but for fun though, I would love to go to California and be there for a while and be up on stage and try to get on the show or something. But realistically, I really want to live down south.
Yeah, me too. I want to move back to Florida, or California. Where it's warm all year round. I don't want to do the winter or the snow. So that's my dream too. So because Boston don't care for now, but summertime, but wintertime, no.
Oh, wintertime, no.
Same here, no way. So I'll definitely come take me. I'll with you. Okay, we'll go together.
No doubt. We have fun.
That's what it is. That's just about having fun. We'll do it together. Yeah. So I guess my next question is, what would you be if you want a producer? What would you be if you want to do an Uptown Brown?
I'll be going to community meetings, finding out what's going on with our community, and join, be part of one of the organizations and try to help out here. Be one of the foot soldiers out here. Mm-hmm. I mean, I still do that from time to time, but COVID stopped me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But I'm going to try to get back in the swing of things.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Because you're such a positive influence. Role model. So we need more men like to make some much changes. So I'll try to say,
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what it's about. Yeah. So okay, wow. So trying to think. I mean, so are you working on any music right now? Any music? Any? Yeah. Do you rap or sing like I do?
Nah, I don't rap or sing. Some people say I should sing, but I'm not a singer. I tried rapping. I did my rap battles back in the day, but can't do it. I'm not a rapper. I just want to be an entertainer.
Oh yeah, me too. I hear you. Me too. I want to try and be a big entertainer, like do it all. Rap, produce, act, rap, produce, sing, do it all.
Yeah, like Red Fox.
Yeah, Red Fox. Yeah, yeah. I'll show Mark Jackson just to be a whole grown entertaining. So
Yeah, we do everything. Do everything.
Everything. Have a house in California, Florida, Hawaii. Overseas. That's what it's about.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. I couldn't think of it. I couldn't think of anything better than that. Yeah.
Don't forget about the boat so you can go fishing.
Oh yeah. I love swimming. I love the beach. We see fish, and that's my favorite too.
I love to fish. That's one of my favorite things to do too.
Yeah, deep sea fishing, going to Walt Disney World, Space Mountain. That's our dream. That's what all about. So Yeah. Also, and since I finished college, so got my switch degree. I'm ready, to get out there, So
Yeah. Okay. So when you plan on going down there again?
So, I'm gonna try and go to Florida and for Christmas and New Year. So I'm gonna try and go down for December 20th. Maybe sit out the New Year's, because it's so beautiful down there. House lit up, it's nice and warm, so that's especially on the holidays. So I'm look forward to doing that,
There you go.
Yeah, so
because when I was down there at South Beach, I went there, but I didn't go during Christmas time. I went there like around December, when was it, like December 12th or something like that? It was like in the early part of December. It was beautiful. The weather was so beautiful, and it just rained like at night a couple of times, but it only rained for like 10 minutes. And then it stopped, and it'd be cool. But yeah, it was great weather down there. I'd rather be there in Florida in December than up here in Massachusetts.
Yeah. You should definitely come with me. We can go on together. For the summer. That's how sounds like plan.
Oh man, that South Beach. Oh man, that's like, oh my goodness. And then I watched the Miami Heat play the LA Lakers at that time too. When I was down there, this was like before COVID, and I was like, okay. I see LeBron James come to the Miami and play in Miami. I was like, that's a good game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I want to watch a good basketball game too. So
I love basketball.
Yeah, I hear you. I haven't been together in a while, but I do love watching when I can. So
Well, hopefully this year I'll be able to go to a lot of Celtics games because I missed a lot last year due to COVID. But I want to go to a lot of Celtics games and be in my normal seat, and I can't wait to go.
Oh yeah, I hear you. I'm like Richard, brother. It sounds like a plan, and especially now, I definitely hear you. And yeah, and I'm also maybe thinking about, going to see, maybe going to Florida, going to the beach, maybe doing a Walt Disney World cruise, so much I want to do,
Well, you would do it. You would do it. Just,
yeah,
if you want to do it, just go out there and get it.
exactly. That's because those.
Like PMD told me, get yours.
That's true. That's right. That is absolutely true. Get what's yours.
Yeah, and that's one thing that if you want me to tell somebody, to do whatever, get yours, because closed mouths don't get fed. and that's one thing with me. I'm not scared to talk to anybody. We all human beings.
Yes, we are.
We all go to the bathroom. That's why I don't get hoopla over celebrities or whatever, because we all go to the bathroom, we all walk, we all live, we all die. So no one is better than anyone. We all human beings. So that's how I see it. That's why I just get mine all the time.
Oh yeah, I definitely hear you. I feel you. That's what she about. For now on, just get yours. Do what you want to do. Because no one's gonna do it for you. So you gotta, live your life best you can.
And then you don't want to be in the point to say that, okay, I didn't try. So if you fail, don't worry about it. At least you tried. Get back up and dust yourself off again, and then go back at it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. That's what Leo said. Just up, try again. That's the best model to buy. They might tell you otherwise. I definitely agree. My viewers have to hear that. Because that's very important to hear. Some good information.
Exactly.
It does go after it. Because once it's gone, it's gone. So that's one thing I learned. That's one thing I learned at my mother passed. It's like, wow, get yours. Go to get your education, get what you want. Live life best you can. So get what you had back. Back. Right. Get what you had. Get you what you had back. Your money get back. Take back what you lost. Yeah, that's how I learned. So that's why I went to school and trying to get a job. So I can get what I had back. So yeah. That's what it's about, So, yeah. And if I can do it, anybody can do it too, That's what it's about, And
anybody could do it.
Yeah, it shows.
It's like this. Dusty Rhodes, the wrestler, said it the greatest. It's like, I wine and dine with kings and queens, and I slept in the alley and ate pork and beans. But Uptown's going to add a different twist. I lifted myself and I came to get this. So I'm more humble than ever before. So I won't be down back on the floor. So I'm going to keep on trying and keep on pushing, because Uptown Brown is not going I'm not going to go back looking. So, I tried something, but you know what I'm saying? It was just off my head. But it's just like in life, you just really have to be humble. You have to be appreciative of all you get, all the people who helped you, and people that's in your corner, and be appreciative of yourself. That's the main thing. And back when I was just doing all my things before, I wasn't humble at all. I was arrogant, cocky, and I got knocked down.
Oh my God.
So I had to lift myself back up, and I'm just more humble and grateful now than I ever been before.
Oh wow, that's good. And are you saying you actually gone to a lot of fights back in the day?
No, it's not. Well, shoot, I was fighting with my demons. My demons got the best of me when I was growing up. Hanging out, partying like a rock star in my early years and college years just led to a life that I think everything was always a party.
Oh wow.
So I got knocked down and lost a couple of jobs, and I was just out there for a minute. But during that time when I was out there, I was arrogant and certain stuff like that, and it was just like, you know what? You got to be respectful to those. And then I guess I was brought to reality, and then I got to learn the other side. That's why that's why I'm more humble and I'm more appreciative of the other side. I know that every man has a story. You can't judge a book by its cover.
Yeah, that is very true. I guess that's very true. Yeah. And did you finish college?
No, I did not finish college. I should finish. I only had like a year and a half left, but from the protesting, I got kicked out of school for no reason, even though I had a B+ average. That was Howard University, had a B+ average, but my name was on the documents of some of the stuff that the Howard Students United for Black Education had. So they tracked me down, and then they was like, you know what? We don't want you to come back to school. Oh, you placed on academic probation for the next semester.
Wow.
And I was just so frustrated. I was just like, you know what? Forget that. Then I started finding my love working with the children and the families, and I just started going from there.
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely hear what you're saying. Do you think you went back to school, maybe honestly see and get your associate's degree?
Oh yeah, I'm not going to try to get my associates. I'm just going to try to get my communications and try to up on my level on other stuff and try to work more on getting in front of the camera and learning all the tricks and trades.
Yeah.
So I'm just going, just focus on communications, and then, I could probably wrap it up with political science because I know a lot about politics. So, and that's what I love too. When I went to school of the Frederick Douglass School in Howard University, that was the social science class. And I love national government. And I used to get A's in those courses every time I took it. So I'm ready for it.
Oh yeah, I definitely feel because it's true. I mean, because with a college grad degree, or some degree, you definitely get a better job. So that's why I started.
Well, you know what too, and it's not about going to college too. Trades. Learn a trade too. Trade. If you have a trade, a lot of people, you get more money with a trade than going to school paying off debts.
Well, I guess that's true. Yeah, because
and it's so sad nowadays too. Is like you learn trade, like a black man learn trades while he's in jail, making money for the jail systems, than in public schools like junior high school and high school, because they took them out of our Boston public schools. So they should put them back in Boston public schools. So if you're not that book smart type of dude, you have another option where you could live and make money. So I don't know why they're teaching trades in jails and not in schools.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. That's definitely maybe something we should bring to Mary Jane. You're right.
And that's pretty much, besides putting over people in our community and stuff, that's just really type of things I really like to talk about. Stuff like what's going on with this world. Like, this is stuff that we need to be awake on and fight hard to advocate for.
Yeah. Yeah, that is true, because it seemed like back when Obama was president, things were better, but then when just idiot got in office, it's like, things started going back down, so that's, that's how I feel about it, because
even before Obama, I think, they still had trades when I was in high school, and that's when Clinton started to begin in there. So like soon after that, it's just like when I went to college, trades was pretty much out of those schools, high schools and junior highs. I used to love my shop class. I still have a man collar board that I made when I was in shop class, and I was like, and it still looks good. It looked like it's brand new, and that was over. I don't want to age myself, but it was over years ago.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying now. Yeah, but I guess that's pretty good. I mean, as long as a trade, maybe that's what I should do. Because I can get my degree much faster, than helping college.
Oh yeah, you could take an apprenticeship and then you'd be good and ready in like a year and a half, making good money.
Yeah, that sounds good. So
and God rest his soul. I remember one of the times I first met Chuck Turner, he was talking about apprenticeship classes. So yeah.
Yeah, that does sound like a plan, because I've heard about this apprenticeship, and on TV now, it sounds like it's a good investment, because you get something going. You might be set for life. You're right. Yeah. Oh, I never really thought about that one.
Shoot, even this other thing that me and you love to do is a trade. Working with that camera.
Yeah.
Behind that camera, that's a trade. Now, imagine us being a professional cameraman. We could get jobs like that and get paid good money and rack up for somebody wanting us to film their stuff. Filming is in high demand.
Yes.
So you would never, ever lose that money coming in. So it's just things to think about.
I know, that's true. because my cousin told me I should go to Emerson College because the film class was, because once you finish it, you can get a job in California because filming is everywhere. So man, that can open up doors to me as an actor, behind the scenes, So yes, and so Emerson is definitely a good school to check out, get your bachelor's degree because they can. There's always film. You're right, film is always on demand. So if I get a degree in that, I'll be set for life. Go to California, and because they pay over $185,000 a year, and plus my degree, that's some great, that's good money. You can buy a house in California and Florida, that money, there you go,
And you always have a job.
Yeah,
always have a job, and you can even start your own business off of it.
Yes, that's the key. Filming gives you you always have a job in filming. You start your own business, you're all set. That's the way to go.
And that's why right now I'm invested in my own camera.
Mm-hmm.
Invested in my own camera, my own equipment. That's why I said I've been doing a lot of editing. Shoot, I even bought myself an old VCR DVD combo recorder so I could hook it up and then transfer old stuff and then make videos off of it. I know a lot of people that have old VCR tapes of their weddings and stuff that they want to put on DVD or something like that. Mm-hmm. So I got the technology to do
it. Yeah. And see, that's the thing. People want some from me too. People want some stuff from some VCR to DVD. That's
and now you can take it from the DVD to the USB. And I got that equipment too. So it's either or.
Yeah, I got the equipment too. You business, good money. Yeah, especially this is the business that people should get into because this is the business that pays the money. Because this is what this is the business that you can use to take care of yourself and survive. Especially now.
Exactly. You can take it, and you can take it anywhere you want to go.
Oh yeah, overseas.
You can go to overseas as long as you got that skill with you. You're good wherever you go.
Absolutely, boy. That's
you can be comfortable anywhere.
That's what my brother, he said it. That's the truth. That's the key, film for I say television, media, and film is the way to go. Yeah, it's the way to go. Because you're set for life. You get that skill. You take it anyway. The money is ching. You're all set for life. Yeah, that's it. So my advice to people would be to please go into film because it's gonna be a great investment. It will change your life. You'll be glad you did. I couldn't say it better myself, Yeah, so I'm glad that you said that, and I'm glad that you're pursuing it because that's a wonderful business to pursue, film,
Yeah, all that type of stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So that's my trade right there. But any trade, not just filming or whatever, any trade that you like to do, as long as you love to do it, if you're passionate for it, go ahead and have fun. A lot of people are good with their hands, not with their books.
Mm-hmm. That's true, That's true,
So I mean, I support both ways, but you have to have an option.
Mm-hmm. I know you do, and this is also something you can fall back on, right? Also fall back on. You also have a job. College education. But this is the way to go. You always have money coming in and going out. You got. You always have a job. It's the best thing ever. So I can say better myself.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, like I said, this is such a good interview. I'm so glad I got to see you again and learn some more.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Again, glad I got to see you again and learn more.
Yeah, you had fun at the thing Saturday.
It was great. Yeah, I saw Mary Jane. I got to see Free. I got to see. Is it Mr. Cheeks? Yeah.
Yeah, you saw Mr. Cheeks.
Yeah, I got a picture of him. Yeah, he was cool. Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, so
I could have stayed that too long. It was too hot. I tried to stay. It got too hot. I was like, oh man, I was sweating like a sweat hog. So I had to go home and then I had to do a karaoke anyhow. But
well,
I wanted to stay. I wanted to stay and see him perform. But I'm glad he did, and it was a good show though.
Yeah, it was a great show. And like I said, I don't mind hot weather. I'm glad it's hot. Because I guess it's the cold weather I hate, the snow I hate. So hot weather is fine for me. So I'm trying to get the sun so I can go to California. California, Florida.
Yeah.
So once I'm I never ever coming back ever. So once I'm out, well, it's the summertime. Otherwise I'll be out. So it's just.
Oh yeah, it is what it is. Yes, sir.
So That's what I am. That's the way I roll, So, I roll like that, Yeah. So, and my advice to people is if you're not happy for life, do something, Don't just sit there not being happy. You gotta get there, be happy,
No, yeah. Don't sit there and don't be happy. No, get up and go. There's always something out there that you love to do, but you just have to go out there and research it.
Mm-hmm.
If you like to read, there's reading clubs. If you like to write, there's writing clubs. If you like to paint and sip, just figure out what you like to do, and instead of being home and aggravated, go out to see what's out there for you to do what you do, so you won't be, you can find people that have the same interests as you.
Mm-hmm.
You build relationships that way in the same club. So just never give up, and don't sit down and just be dumb. I mean, don't be still. Just be out. Just try. It's tough, especially with this COVID out here and stuff like that. And they tell people to stay home, but just find something like you like, and then go out and pursue it.
I so I can't somebody myself about it, man. That's why I feel, just go out, like you said, just go out there and just get yours and do it. That's all you gotta do. That's the way I feel. This is great. And yeah. So like I said, this is a great interview. It's so good to see you again, talk to you. And
thank you.
And yeah, so we can we'll definitely just do some more. Okay, stay in touch, and just hopefully I'll see you soon. Okay, because be it in, well, I'll come up and show and stay in touch. It's make it's just I'll just say I'll just say let's get ours. Let's get ours.
Get ours. Not just get yours. Get ours together, and that's what us black men have to do in this community. Especially the way that things are going on in this world today. Let's get ours together. Yep.
Absolutely.
It's simple. Get yours for you, but you gotta get ours together as a whole. Yes. So bring your best self to the plate and join your other man, and let's do everything together.
Absolutely.
I will be on every Monday night at 8 p.m. on WBCA LP 102.9 FM, going uptown with Uptown Brown every Monday night at 8 at 102.09 FM.
Awesome. And how can you get in touch with you on social media?
Well, you can request me on my Uptown Brown page. That's my Facebook page, and I got an Uptown Brown Instagram. I don't do the other stuff. I just do those two things. Oh, I got Going Uptown on YouTube too, as well. And if you wanted to look at some theater, we have the Oscar Michaud Family Theater Program on the YouTube channel too. So check us out on that page too, as well.
Awesome. I can't check it out. Check it out, because you're doing some big things, so stay tuned, It's gonna be awesome year, I think it's gonna be a year to shine,
Oh, thank you. It's been a quiet year, but I'm about to get it roaring again.
Oh yeah, it's about to be go get light again, It's time to get back, to sing, trying to get back, trying to get ours, and make it happen, okay, make it, yeah, okay. But this is awesome. You'll stay in touch, we'll be in touch, and take care of yourself. I'll say we will get ours. We will get ours together. Absolutely,
My man.
My man. Peace. Talk to you soon. Thanks again.
Take care. Peace and blessings.
God bless. Take care. Thanks.
All right. Take care.
You too.